Today I'm joined by Chris King, the head coach of the Lakeland Wrestlers women's basketball team, and he is here today to talk about him winning the CCAA Coaching Excellence Award. And thank you so much for joining me today, Chris.
Hey, thanks for having me, Thomas.
And Chris, you won the CCAA Coach of the Year Award this year as well. What is the difference between the Coach of the Year Award and this Coaching Excellence Award?
So the CCAA Coaching Award is just for the sport of basketball. So I won that for the sport of basketball, which is awesome. It's a great honor. The Coaching Excellence Award is for all sports across Canada for the collegiate level, and it has to do with like service over the last 5 years, growth of basketball or growth of your sport. So it's quite a cool recognition. I didn't really even understand it till Rogan explained it to me, and yeah, very honored to have it. Obviously, it wouldn't happen without, the great support of our athletic director, Alan Rogan, and having great assistant coaches like Marissa Lindquist and Tori Dugan to help me out. And of course, whenever these awards are won, it's usually because you have really great athletes and players in your program.
And Chris, what are some of the highlights over these last 5 years that have led to you getting such a prestigious award?
It's quite a phenomenal run for our program. It's took a lot of time to get here and a lot of hard work, but if you look at it now, we've won 3 of the last 4 ACAC championships. We got a bronze medal at nationals, a gold medal at nationals, and one we didn't get to go to because of COVID. So our program now has went from, back when in 2008 when I came here, we were 4-20 every year, and I think the last 4 years we've went something like 112. So like our winning percentage is very strong, but we have good athletes coming into the program and we have good retention, and they're really buying into our culture. And I think, if you look at the successful programs in any sport, it has a lot to do with the culture. So we really highlight, those championship years. But one of the most important things that happened to our program was winning our first bronze medal at ACACs, being so close to going to nationals, and the team that we lost to eventually won nationals. I think that really started everything for our program.
And you've talked about your assistant coaches as well as Alan Rogan as your athletic director. How big have they been in your success over these past 5 years?
I think first off, Marissa Lindquist, the former player, has been with us for I think 8 or 9 years. So she's been phenomenal, and she coaches Team Alberta U15. She's coached in Nova Scotia. She's kind of coached all over. So she's fantastic. And then to get Tori Dugan back, our former All-Canadian, played professionally and now is like skills development expert. Having those two, and they know how I coach, they know my expectations. So that's been really great. And I can't speak enough to seeing other schools across the province, how much it means to have the same leadership. And Al Rogan as the athletic director, to have the same athletic director for all 16 years I've been here. The vision stayed the same. He's very consistent. It makes it easy to work for someone when they're consistently there day in and day out. It's really tough. It's really tough when you have leaders that are coming and going, and the direction changes. So at Lakeland, we've been very blessed, and I think all of our programs have really blossomed because of Rogan's direction.
And we'll look to the future now, Chris. How are the preparations coming for the 2024-25 season for the Lakeland Wrestlers?
Yeah, we have 14 of 19 players back off that national championship team. So our hope is to be back in that same game next year out in Atlantic. I think it's in Fredericton. But it takes a lot of luck and a lot of hard work. So our goal is to be back in that same spot. I think our girls are pretty hungry for it. And leaving last year with the national championship at home with the event that Lakeland put on and all of our community, I don't think there's going to be a feeling that's going to top that, but they're hungry for the same thing. So once you win and get that taste of winning, you're almost hungrier for it. So now we kind of have to defend, and it'll be a very tough process, but I hope our girls are up for it, and the off-season training's been going pretty well so far.
Thank you so much for your time today, Chris, and congratulations on winning the CCAA Coaching Excellence Award.